Well, just to take the next step. Like I said, he did a pretty good job the first week on what you're going to do with the nerves and everything. Play this week without the nerves. Be 100% on your assignments and just play ball.
How much can a run game help the confidence of the offensive line that's been strong?
Well, anytime you're able to run the ball, it opens up the pass game, and I think that's the biggest thing. Is we played musical chairs a little bit up front, but once those guys get locked in and get some of that beef to move that pile, I think we'll be good to go.
So you talk about nerves. Is there any nervousness in this team with what's been going on or not? Just wanting to make sure they do the right thing. And
no, you've been in enough football games to where nobody's perfect. Even when you win, there's not perfection. Like I said, it's just one of those to where, in any given game, we have to make sure that at the end of the game, when it's all said and done, that the score is in our favor. Like I said, I'm not asking those guys for perfection. I'm just asking for excellent work.
Can Chris be the same type of back that Corey Sheets was? Can you see that of just a different sort of?
Oh, they have different skill sets. Like I said, they're two different style backs, and you have to be able to adapt to what you have. Chris does a good job in the things that we ask him to do. Like I said, they both have different skill sets.
Can you force the run at all? It's been such a pass heavy. Can it be one of those things where it's like, okay, we have to run the ball 15 times and force it or not?
One of the things you have to do is, you have to see where you are, what they're giving you. If they're going to load the box or something, then of course you can't force it. Sometimes there may be some zone reads and different things in there. So really, if you can force it, but it's just depending on what you're trying to accomplish.
What do you expect to see from these guys in the final six?
Wins. That's what I expect to see. That's the expectations from the coaches. That's the expectation to the players and from the players. We just have to win, stay strong mentally, and finish.
Corey, you have a pretty veteran-laden team. Have you had any of those guys address the team during this spell to just try and impart how important these last six are?
We've had a team meeting, and we've talked about the last six and what they mean, and those guys understand what it means. That's a good thing about it. The young guys, they just have to continue to do their part. They know what it means. They also know that in the course of a year, whether it's a championship year or not, you will have some losses.
But they haven't had a players meeting, or
no.
none of their veterans have kind of stepped up to say, we need to get this going?
Yeah, no. I mean, like I said, if we were, getting blown out every week and it was just like, what are we doing? We know that the changes need to be made and tighten up on where we are to force ourselves back in that win column.
Do you feel the fact that the three young quarterbacks have had pretty good success here, and do you wonder what's going on there? Because you expect veterans to come in and be the veteran team, not to see sort of...
I think it's more of a team. I think the young guys, it's not like they have 400 yards passing, I think it was a collective thing why we didn't win, not just or while they won. It wasn't just their young quarterbacks. It's not like it was an offensive game where they threw for 5 touchdowns, 400-something yards. I think they just played a team game, and we haven't been playing as a team.
What significance do you place on CFL history and G-Roy being one catch away from the record?
Well, you know what? That's pretty good. And I was teasing the other day. I said I saw you and Wally tear up when you tied the record. But it's a lot of significance in it. Because that means he's done something that no one else has done. Or to this point, or he'll be remembered to be that guy, from here on out. And I think it's very huge for the guys to learn, not just those guys in BC, but even the guys here to learn from a guy like G-Roy on what it takes to be a legend.
Well,
Do you sense that he's minimized that accomplishment, or do you think he would rather be more significant to this team this year?
I think, to be honest, and I don't even hear G-Roy really talk about it. To be honest, I think he's just at the point where he just wants to play ball. He's done that. And I think he's met those goals, whether it's one catch or whatever it is that he needs. If you know G-Roy is just happy to be playing football. And I think the biggest thing is not just that record, but him being able to play football at the level that he is at his age. That's a good thing.
Is Terry George on the active roster this week?
Terry George is on our roster.